World 2.8 Live. I know many of you are watching CNN and many other news outlets at this time, and I wanted to come on. I want to say that what I'm going to be saying is strictly my opinions. It is not the opinions of those that support cruising media. It is not the opinion of those that uh, advertise with us, but these are strictly my opinions and my observation of what's going on here. We are seeing at this time failure of leadership, and there's no what is going on here. The breach, and I want to show you this. I'm going to go to the live screen for a moment. We're going to go to NBC that they're screaming live. This is sad. It is he just distraught, utterly pissed off about what is going on. And I want to say this, some of you guys may unfriend me after this, but that's fine if you unfriend me. This is America. You have that right to do that. And I'm gonna be saying some things here that may not be politically correct, but they are what it is. What it is, brother. And again, we have a president that has failed to be a leader in a crisis. We have chaos. We have the Capitol, which for the first time in over 200 years has been breached. We've had bloodshed on the Capitol. A woman was shot at the Capitol. We have people that have been breaking windows, going through offices in the Capitol. And I'm going to say this right now from the beginning because we already know had this been Black Lives Matter, there would have been more bloodshed. That dude that was sitting up there in the cabinet, the one that was in Nancy Pelosi's office, they would have been carrying him out on a stretcher if it had been Black Lives Matter. So let's be real right now. We are in a dark moment of history when we have this going on. And I want to just go for a minute. It's about maybe 23 minutes, and there's going to be a curfew in DC. And I venture to say right now that what is going to happen is going to be more chaos. If you think that these people are going to go away, then I would say that you're in denial, just like the people that are around Trump and supporting him and enabling him to do what he's doing. Trump is like Nero. Those of you who are historians know that Nero was he was about tyranny. He was again about himself. This is again a person or persons that have narcissistic traits. We've had many leaders with narcissistic traits, and I don't know why people are afraid to say that Trump is one of them. A narcissist is one who cares about him or herself. That's all they care about. Muammar Gaddafi, always the president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, with narcissistic behavior. Anytime that you are called on to quieten a situation, to de escalate a situation, rather than saying quite honestly, go home, you have to interject that uh, going home, but yet the election was stolen and that you can understand their anger and you love them. You are continuing to fan the flames. And every red blooded American should be upset at this president for causing the chaos, causing this insurrection. insurrection. He lost the election, point blank, period. And to try to disrupt the the procedures today was just unlawful. It was just un-American. And what is going on? And I want to invite you, if you have any comments in the comment section, there's a link. You're welcome to come on. You're welcome to make any comments that you would like. Again, this is an open forum. I'm not saying that you have to listen to me. I welcome your comments, and whatever you want to say. Again, I am putting up the. If you want to come on, you have some opinions. You want to talk about it. You want to cuss me out. That's fine, but it will not change the truth. We got a sorry ass president in the White House right now who is not taking care of the affairs. We have about 14 days left, and he is basically centered on trying to overturn the election. Imagine what all of the other countries are saying about this president and the United States at this time. It is utterly ridiculous of what we're seeing. So let me break away for just a moment. I'm gonna look at NBC with some live coverage. It's going to be chaotic in a few minutes. We got 20 minutes before the curfew, so I'll keep commentating. If again you have any social media outlets, and I didn't see a lot of disdain for this. And I really, that's what's so surprised and shocking is that, okay, this is just like the norm now. And let's just talk about the pandemic. We're in the midst of a pandemic, and we see people out here without masks. They are, again, we're, this is one of the worst days of the pandemic today. And you have people, again, that are this is not a protest. This was an insurrection. We have to call it what it is. And I don't know about you. I'm watching this and I am in total disbelief of what is going on. Again, we can go back just a few months ago, back in June, July, August, when there were protests and people were again being manhandled. I'm going to go back now to show you. Many of you, I'm sure you're watching on your television screens, but what is going on in DC as we continue our commentary on this. I invite you to put your comments in the comments section. If you have something to say, you have some outrage, or you agree with what's going on in DC, uh, whatever you want to say. you can join me live. There is a link right now that's scrolling across, and also in the comments section, I'll post again. If you want to join me live, you can do that now. I'll be glad to entertain what you have to say. I'm going to break off for a minute and let you view what is currently going on in DC. All right. I'm asking again if you guys can hear me because someone said that just a moment ago that there is no sound. So if you put in the comment sections whether or not you can hear my commentary, I would certainly appreciate that. If you're watching live, just type in, yes, we can hear you, no, we can't hear you. Uh, we'll be repeating some of the information. I'm not going to stay on all night because this is being covered on all the national platforms, but I wanted to give our listeners and those that follow us a chance to comment on what's going on. How do you feel about this? Are you numb, or you don't care? You're just nonchalant? How are you feeling? Those that live in the DC area, guys, in about 13 minutes will be up under a curfew until 6 a.m. in the morning. So, what are you feeling at this time? Want to say also, we want to pray for the those that live in the D.C. area. We have relatives in that area. We're praying for you. Also, want to pray for our congressman from Virginia, from Richmond. Want to pray for him as well, Congressman Donald McKeechin, who was, again, this was a joint session today as they were going through the Electoral College counting. So, we want to make sure, again, that we pray for those people that are in the Senate and Congress, the people that are work around the Capitol, in the Capitol, who were just innocent bystanders when this mayhem broke out. And again, I try to be as objective as possible, but I'm going to show you something right now that I'm seeing here. that I'm just seeing here, everybody. There is a report that the woman who was shot inside the Capitol building has died. Let that resonate for a minute. There has been bloodshed in the Capitol. I, I just, we want to pray for that woman's family and friends, but we need to be praying for America right now. We need a national prayer chain right now. We need prayer to break out all across this country because you think that this is over. I venture to say within the next 14 days, we are going to see more and more of this chaotic behavior as it draws closer to the time for Biden to be the inaugural ceremony when he's officially sworn in as President of the United States, that there's going to be more chaos. Um, whatever your comments are, I'm asking that you put them in the comment section. We are dealing with a narcissist who, yes, told his people to go home, but yet said that they stole the election from us. And I understand your anger, but yet go home, but still be mad about what's going on. Lying to the people, lying to his followers. And these people are being so damn gullible that they believe this crap that is coming out of this man's mouth. Absolutely, Angela. We definitely have to pray right now, but yet we got to be. The Bible tells us to be, as harmless as doves and as wise as serpents. And I'm looking at all the people that surround Trump. You saw this coming, and yet you enabled him to get us to this point of chaos. I can't believe that every Republican is afraid of Trump. That you all could not tell this man, look, you're wrong. I can't believe right now that Pence is not invoking the 25th Amendment to remove this out of control president. Here's a man that has the keys to nuclear bombs. Have you thought about that? If he can sit back and watch the Capitol to be breached on television like he a spectator watching football, what else would his mind tell him to do in order to save face? Think about that. Here's a man again that we have given all the secrets to the country. He has the authority and the codes to all of our nuclear weapons around the world. I really don't trust him. I really don't trust him at this time to do the right thing. He will not concede as president. He will continue to delay the swearing in of Biden, President-elect Biden, and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. So, what else is he capable of? America, ask yourself that right now. Those viewers that are watching, ask yourself, what else is this man capable of? And right now, I just have to stop saying president. I have to say 45 or Trump or whatever, because a real president would not allow this type of insurrection and chaos to happen. And it was only after Biden put him on the spot and told him, man, you need to say something, that he came out with that shady piece of a crap plea for people to go home. You know, come on, that is insulting our intelligence. Right now, everybody ought to be insulted by what he said and that he's playing on uh, naive people. He's inciting a riot, and we're okay with that. We are okay with that. And one of the commentators, reporters up there asked one of the protesters, "Are you proud of what you all have accomplished today?" And they had the mitigating gall to say that they were proud of what they did. They destroyed federal property. They delayed a constitutional process, and they are proud of this. Wow. Is this where we are? I hope and pray that this is the end and not the beginning of more and more denial of the very democracy that so many people have lost their lives for. All the people that lost their lives in World War II, World War I, and all the wars that have been fought for us to get to this point right now where we have insurrection. Again, I want to pause for a moment and say that the woman who was shot inside the Capitol building has died. And I've tweeted earlier, I said that if anyone died, that the blood would be on the hands of Donald Trump. And I'm going to say that again. That woman who died today at the Capitol, her blood is on the hands of Donald J. Trump. Anybody that was injured in this mayhem, Donald Trump should be held accountable for what is going on. And if there are no type of charges after he leaves office, then something's wrong. Something is wrong. We prosecute people for kicking dogs, but we will not prosecute this man for all the insurrection, all the lying, all the conniving, all the shady stuff that he's been doing since he's been in office. But what can you expect from somebody who was an entertainer? This is TV for him. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not writing a book somewhere, and we'll find out about it later, making a movie, because that's how his tiny little mind operates. This is a stage. He's just using this platform. And if any Republican would even dare to vote for him to run in 2024, something is definitely wrong with you all. Your mind is just as warped as Trump's mind. So again, I hope that there will be peace in DC, that there will not be any burning or more destruction of property over the next several days, that no one else has to die because of the poor leadership of the man that occupies the White House right now. We should be flooding Facebook. We should be flooding Twitter, Instagram, again, calling for the removal, for them to evoke the 25th Amendment to get him out before there's further destruction and chaos. How many more people have to die in order for us to wake up and smell the coffee? All right, it's about 6 o'clock, a couple of minutes before curfew goes into effect. We're getting reports that the riders are beginning to disperse from the Capitol. So we're going to be on Facebook. If there's some more breaking news, we'll come back on Friday again to be safe. If you're in the DC area, be safe. We're praying for our law enforcement officers. We are praying for the family of the woman that was killed at the Capitol today. We need to pray for this country. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to shut this down. I was hoping that somebody would come on. You had some commentary, you had some comments, about what's going on. Whether you're sad, whether you just numb about it, whether you're in disbelief, or whatever it may be. I will give you a few more minutes to go ahead and put your comments in, but I'm going to go and just do a summary and a recap of what has transpired today and show some of the pictures from earlier. the fallout that's going to be going on here soon. In terms of whether or not who was actually responsible for all this, and if anybody is going to be, you know, any of our leaders are going to be held accountable for what the hell happened here today. We got to. I keep saying this over and over again. We had a failure of leadership. This never should have gotten this far out of control. Yes, now they seem to have everything somewhat up under control. Um, there's a curfew in place, and we still see people now that are outside, even though that there's a curfew in place. They were saying it earlier that anybody that was out walking would be arrested. Oh man, you know what? If you grew up in the '60s and '70s, like I grew up in, and you remember the riots and things, some of the ones that happened in Memphis after Dr. King was murdered, uh, they arrested a lot of people. They put batons to people's head. They were whooping people on sight, putting dogs on people. But you don't see that. You don't see that right now, do you? I wonder why. Can any of my audience right now that's watching, you bold enough you to come on or put in the comments why we are not seeing the type of what is the word I want to use? We're not seeing the type of resistance, or we're not seeing what happened in the Black Lives Matter down in Ferguson and some of the other places when they're riot and protest. What happens to the protesters? I'm asking for calm. I hope it remains calm. I hope that nobody else has to die. But again, look at the words that are on the screen. These things and events that happen when a sacred landslide election is so unceremoniously and viciously stripped away. This idiot is still fanning the damn flames on Twitter. Can you? All right, I know that's y'all president. So some of y'all might be a little sensitive right now about what I'm saying because I call the man an idiot. But he is still advocating that they stripped him of this election. Wow. Wow. If the presidential election was stolen, then every Republican senator, congressman, everybody was like it was stolen from everybody. So how can you steal one party election and not steal all of the election? Can anybody, any logical? I want to talk to some Republicans right now. Do I have any Republicans friends that uh, will be bold enough to come on or even write a comment about this chaos that we're seeing right now? I mean, where are all the Cathys at and the Bobs and the whoever? You guys, you want to hide behind the cameras and things like that. Here's an opportunity for you to come on right now and tell me your thoughts about what you're seeing, your thoughts about the Capitol being breached, which had not been breached in over 200 years since the Civil War. Some of the people, again, are calling for a civil war. Can you imagine what other countries are saying about us right now? That we're always intervening in their election and we're attacking them in terms of how they handled their election. And now we have this chaos here. It's being reported that Trump is on Twitter telling his people to go home with love and peace and remember this day forever. What in the hell do we want to remember about this day other than he failed to do his job? And then let's look at later on, probably in the next several days, if there's going to be another spike in the virus. That's what he should be focused on, is making sure that more people are taken care of, and our frontline workers are taken care of. But look what he's doing right now. You putting your law enforcement officers in jeopardy, having to squash something that you started. All right, John, I'm gonna let you go. Like y'all ain't ready for me yet. Y'all used to that laid back, very conservative, very politically correct person. But there's a side of me right now that's just disgusted about what I've seen today. I'm disgusted that there was no measures in place beforehand. I am disgusted that someone lost their life today. And I am really disgusted that the fact that all of these smart political people saw this man virtually breaking down and going into, again, a narcissistic type of behavior and not doing anything before now. I'm gonna do like the rest of you all. I'm gonna sit back and watch CNN and watch the rest of this chaos unfold here. Uh, and oh man, it's not funny. I'm laughing because I am so pissed off right now. I'm pissed off at the way this entire thing has been handled. I'm pissed off at the fact that we seen this coming months ago. We've seen how this president has handled this pandemic, and that we've reached over 350,000 deaths in this country, and still there is like a nonchalantness going on here in America. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, I'm sharing my thoughts here. Some of it, again, is not politically correct. I don't care about being politically correct right now. Sometimes we have to stop being politically correct and call people out on their bullshit. Excuse my language, but that's what this is right now. You know, you have to call them to the carpet. And this man needs to be called. And I'm looking at a guy right now riding in front of the damn police on my screen, and they just letting him ride on his little scooter. I, I'm done now. I am so done with this. Did y'all just see that man ride across in front of the police at curfew on a scooter, and nothing happened to him? But damn it, I'm gonna say it, and this is gonna be recorded. Had that been a brother riding on that damn scooter, he'd been knocked the hell down, and it had been 15 police officers standing on his neck. Thank you, Angela. I guess you know one that saw that. Yeah, exactly, Pamela. Yeah, he rode by that big time on his scooter, like it's he in a stroll on Sunday or something. Again, there are multiple police officers that were hurt today. Again, we have to emphasize, and this is so sad, a woman died from a gunshot wound. So it's going to be a lot of questions, but I'm still looking at people. You guys are watching the screen here. I'm still watching people. Oh, here's a brother. What the hell? What is the brother doing out there? You know damn well he need to be at home because they gonna get his. They gonna catch him somewhere. Don't run from the camera. Hopefully he's the security for the lady here. Why is it they got the brother out here being security right now? Okay, all right, I understand the process. So, uh, guys, I want to hear from you. Go ahead and place your comments about what is transpiring at the nation's capital. Uh, clearly, clearly, we have a president that has lost control. The police have, since nightfall here last hour, have they've been able to get some of the people back from the Capitol building, but uh, will there be any retaliation? Are they planning to reconvene tomorrow? Will there be a heightened sense of security in the Capitol right now. We get Virginia State Police on the scene. We have Maryland State Police on the scene. We have police departments that are from various areas around DC. They have the National Guard, they have Capitol Police, they have the FBI, they have Secret Service, all in place now. So this is an effort to uh, restore and squash this chaos that we have been witnessing all day. Again, this is a curfew, and we see the police officers just kind of casually walking and people walking by them. Here's a man with a Trump flag on, just walk between 10 police officers during a curfew. Let me say that again. All right, Pamela, you say you have a question. Go right ahead with your question. And if you want to come on, okay, and I'm gonna put this up on the screen here, and I'll read this. Condolences to the lady's family. Was the lady that got hurt, was she a protester or a worker? There was so much going on at once. I am in such in disbelief of these protests acting out. Pamela, to answer your question right now, we don't know. We don't know if she was a protester. We don't know if she was one of the workers. That information has not been released at this time, so I'm unsure of this. And you're right, we have to offer our condolences for her family. We have to pray for her family and friends. Uh, Again, we see a double standard when it comes to protests. We saw what happened during Black Lives Matter protests, and we're seeing what happens now with Trump protesters. It is a difference of night and day. I have to say that. It is a difference of night and day of how things are being handled. I know you don't want them to escalate. You don't want any more people to be injured, but that was not the protocol. That was not what they did during the earlier protests when George Floyd was murdered by police. Um, this is not what we saw. This was not the protocol. And if you're watching the screen, you can see more police officers coming into the capital city. You can see very heavily armed National Guard. They're coming into parts of the capital right now, trying to secure that. These are scenes earlier from what was going on where they have the joint sessions of Congress. People are actually walking around taking pictures and looking in the desk of senators and congressmen. You see somebody that they have breached. They were all through the Capitol. And again, I hate this sound so redundant, but damn, damn. Somebody would have. Trump had "Let's Make America Great Again." If he had a BLM cap on, he'd been carrying that cap in his in a body bag. You guys seeing what I'm seeing on the screen here? This is from earlier. People walking throughout the cap. We're talking about literally 75 to 100 people uh, is inside the Capitol. And this is supposed to be one of the most secure places in DC other than the White House. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I've been on about 45 minutes now. And thank you, Pamela and uh, Angela, for your comments We again want everybody to be safe in DC. More than anything, we need to pray for our country, pray for the moving forward of democracy, and we need to pray for unity because we have a very divided country right now, and it is. I have a grave concern that we have not seen the end of this chaos that we witnessed today. Guys, if you want to relax, you're tired of watching all of the mayhem, I invite you to go to cruiseinkradio.com. That's cruiseinkradio.com and listen to some relaxing music. At 8 o'clock, we have Iris Moments coming up. Brand new show for 2021. Um, then after that, we have some smooth music with After Hours with Al Seaford. And at midnight, we have more relaxing music for you. Again, we hope that there's no more chaos tonight. We hope that no one else dies. We hope that there's no more injuries. So have a great night. This is your boy Cruz, the Beast from the East, with Cruz Inc. Radio 102.8 live. Thank you again, and God bless America.